welcome back to the channel. This afternoon we're going to have a quick look around St John's in North Bovey, a little church I saw just on my way over the moors. I thought I'd stop and have a little look around. I hope you enjoy looking around with me, and again, thanks for joining the channel. The Church of St John the Baptist is on the edge of Dartmoor. Dates back from the 13th and 14th centuries, with the first known vicar recorded as being in place from 1279, but traces of Norman masonry have been found suggesting the place of Christian worship predating this. The 15th century rood screen no longer has its original colours, but much of the carving is original, depicting vine leaves, grapes and birds. The Lady Chapel altar is a lovely piece restored to its original colours and with its medieval panels intact. There are two piscinas, one in the Lady Chapel and the other at the altar. There are one of two interesting bench ends and some fragments of medieval glass in the north window. The roof bosses in the wagon roof are worth noting. The kings and queens and the three rabbits or hares with conjoined ears, a symbol of the Trinity and an emblem of the 14th century tin miners. A bosslet repeated in other Devon churches. The tower has a ring of 6 bells. Outside the church on the village green is an ancient stone cross, these crosses being seen all over the moor. The one was rediscovered in 1829 by a curate at Bovey Brook after being lost during the Civil War and replaced on the old base. The village of North Bovey consists mainly of 17th century thatch houses set around a village green, which usually for villagers' green is planted with trees, mostly English oak. The whole scene radiates charm and peace. The Ring of Bells pub, currently being rebuilt after a disastrous fire nearly 2 years ago, is set back in the village green and predates the cottages, while on the opposite side of the building, which is thought to have been a church house, but over the years has been divided into 5 and now 3 dwellings. It would also be an earlier date. North Bovey is a good starting point for any Dartmoor walks. Beautiful stained glass windows again, with fairly ornate window frame, so to speak. It's a lovely entry into the church. Let's take a look. Again, very similar to the last, except the ceiling, it's a bit more ornate. As you can see, the pews are so old and gnarly, beautiful. And again, the columns and the pillars are as they would have been. Fairly well carved, but again, I say naive in a way, but beautiful nevertheless. You can see the woodworm in the on the old benches. Really ornately carved. This is obviously the Ladies' Chapel with its separate altar. Really beautiful windows. Again, you can make out the age of the church just by the windows. Very old. Just worn and aged with time. Still standing. Beautiful altar. Stained glass window. Still very vivid colours. So no indication of age, although we've got some very old stones, gravestones within the church itself. Can't make out a date on that one, that's really old, but this one here is 1665. Here was buried the body of William Lambert, rector of this parish. Okay. Who died on the day of, can't make that bit out, but 1670. There's a few more old stones here. Getting really old. The coat of arms there. Looks like it could be 1704. Could be wrong. No, I can't make that out. I don't think that's 1704. I think that's a lot older. And that's 1684. So yeah, the probably church goes back to the 14th century or so. Still very beautiful though. Let's take a look at this side here. Again, another little chapel on its own. Some unusual stained glass. Actually looks like it's missing some of the parts and just put some clear glass there rather than repairing fully. Okay, very nice stained glass window. Simplistic but beautiful colours. Great detail. Maybe this is the ladies' chapel this side. Got 1684. And 1669. So there are some old stones in here, some old interments. Oh, actually, they go all the way down. '66. Was buried 1669. Again, it's very naive stone carving, but really beautiful in its own right. Look up there at the organ. Doors opened. What a beautiful church. To find them. Still open. graveyard, well maintained. Just such a lovely little church to find in a village. And the views are beautiful over the moors. Such a nice place to live. Again, funny enough, there's a cottage on the boundary, like the last thatched cottage, which maybe they weren't extras on the original times. I want to thank you for joining me as we looked around St John's in North Bovey, a beautiful church. I hope you enjoyed the look around as much as I did. Please join me back on the channel at my next location. Thanks for watching again. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.